Hi guys, thanks for tuning in back to another video. My name is Angela. If you are new here, you are most welcome. Actually, I'm just gonna go straight to the point because this is a video that I've wanted to do for such a long time, but for some reason I just feel lazy about it. But the more I ignore it, the more I get the same questions of people asking me, oh, would you advise that I go seek asylum in Germany? I want to seek asylum. What do I need to do? What do I need to do? And I know that the questions are coming because of the fact that I shared sometime last year that I got myself in a situation where I was in a rock and a hard place and I had to seek asylum. And I know at that point, many people decided to go that route. Let me just adjust the camera. Yeah. And I know that at that point, many people decided to go that route based on my experience, and they thought, you know what, it was not that bad. And but it was a horrific, really horrific experience. If I had to do things again, if I had to do things all over again, I would not go that route. It was totally like because of misinformation that I found myself in that situation. And by the time that I was seeking asylum, things were not that bad. Actually, things were sort of okay. And if you're watching this video today and you're a little bit confused, I'm gonna link, put a link on some of the videos that I shared about like my asylum seeking process in Germany, either at the description of this video, and you can just go and watch. Yeah, I think I'll just put all of them. Maybe I think there are like 5-6 videos that I shared about my process or my journey for seeking asylum in Germany. So I'm not gonna go into all that. But today I just want to share some of the reasons why I would no longer advise anyone to go that route. Many people nowadays come to me on Instagram and they say, hey, I saw you on your video that you seek asylum in Germany. I'm planning to come to Germany and I want to seek asylum. What do you advise? Do not expect any other answer from me rather than telling you, don't do it. Rather than telling you, absolutely do not do it. Why? Because many people that ask me that question are not even actually genuine asylum seekers. And that's why I advise that if you're not genuinely coming to seek asylum because you have an actual issue that is you're running away from, then don't do it. But if you have an actual issue, then you don't even need to ask me. You already know what is bringing you here. Just take yourself straight there. But please, do not expect me to encourage you to give false information. Do not expect me to tell you what to say, which is even crazy. How am I going to tell you what to say? You want to seek asylum. How am I going to advise you what to say? I cannot advise you what to say. And I cannot advise you to lie. So please, just stop. All these people coming to me and asking me, oh, what should I say? I want to seek asylum. What should I? I don't know what you need to say. If you're going to seek asylum, even after watching this video, please do it at your own risk. But don't come and ask me how to do it or what to do it or what to say. I don't know what you need to say. And the reason why I'm even discouraging people from going this route is because things have changed. Things have changed over the couple of months or even in the last, because this is my like, let's say second year or maybe third year in Germany, with this whole shenanigans. And things are not the way they used to be. In Germany, you can expect things to just wake up and the laws have changed. Laws change every single day. And I'm telling you, so many people so many of these Germans hate the very idea of people having to seek asylum because they feel like these people are coming to benefit from their money that they pay for social security. These people are coming, most of them, they don't bother to learn the language, they don't bother to work, they just come and they want to receive this aid. And don't come attacking me like I'm the one who is saying these things. I'm just telling you what is on the ground, what is the reality. They really don't speak good about it. And there was even like a campaign in the last couple of months or with the, like, you know, the extreme left, or is it the extreme right or the extreme left? I'm not really sure, but which was actually really against even immigrants in general, especially those who do not even integrate. They do not do anything to integrate. They just, once they arrive here, they start bearing children and just expecting to get more money from the state because of all these children that they're bearing and all that stuff. There was so much negativity, and people were demonstrating, of course, against the whole idea, against the whole agenda. But things really have changed. I am in a group of like Africans that are living in Germany. And I see so many times people sharing the fact that, oh, I've gotten a threat for deportation. Lately, that is the thing. Whether you are working, whether you are, some people are even working. Some people, I don't know, they even started Ausbildung. Some people, I don't know, they're doing what. It doesn't matter. If you come to seek asylum, of course, most of the time you'll have to go through an interview process where they will assess your case and see whether you actually deserve to get a protection status in Germany, which in most cases, especially people coming from a country, Kenya, is not the case. Why? Kenya is considered as a safe country. Kenya is considered as a safe country, and they really don't support the fact that the government is not able to protect its own people, and that the people have to come and seek protection status in Germany. So it is like that. So many people, I've heard of people who have been have gotten deportation notice without even going through that interview. At least when I seeked asylum, I got to go through an interview process within the first month of seeking asylum, which I got a rejection within 3 days. And it was traumatizing. Not only did I get a rejection after 3 days, maybe within a couple of days afterwards, then I got another notification that I either need to leave the country willingly or they deport me, which was very, very, very traumatizing. Something that you don't want to go through, and you will hurt yourself. You know, the problem is, you are living your good job, you are living your family, you are living your children. I'm speaking from the standpoint of a person who has not seen my one and only child for 2.5 years. It's not been easy. It's just by the grace of God. It's just by the grace of God and the fact that I have a very good support system here, that I don't break down. But people who are here and they are alone, they don't even have somebody to share their fears with. They are not even able to earn enough to support that child back at home, so that that child is comfortable to the point that they are not feeling really guilty that they failed that child. At least for the fact that God gave me the chance to work and earn enough money to give my child whatever she wants, and to take care, to provide a proper childcare for her, to pay her school fees without any difficulty. Anything that is asked at school, I'm able to provide, and even providing even for that, that childcare, even the person that is taking care of your child, you still need to provide for them, because childcare is not free. Even if it is your relative, you don't just dump your child with people and you expect them to go and hustle and take care of your child. No, you don't do that. So at least that has been able to give me a peace of mind that my child is being taken care of by a family member that is giving them very good care. So they are not complaining. They are not crying every day. Oh, mommy, I need you. Mommy, I need you. Because those are the things that used to give me depression when I was in Qatar. When my child is crying and saying, mommy, come back. But maybe because she's gotten more used to it, but she's getting profound love. She's getting all the love and all the attention that she needs. She's getting it, maybe more than even I could provide, and that gives me a peace of mind, and just waiting, for things to run their course until the time that I'm able to bring her here. But that is one of the downsides. The thing is, once you come and seek asylum, you don't have the right documentation. Your ID, the kind of ID that they give you, the paper ID, doesn't allow you to even travel outside Germany. You're gonna be landlocked in Germany for the longest time. Some people have been here for 8 years. Some people have been here for 10 years. Some people left really small kids. They have never been able to go back and visit their family. Some people have to get into really dysfunctional marriages just for them to be able to maybe get the documentation that can allow them to go to be able to travel in and out of the country. Some people actively, and I'm talking just facts, some people actively try to get pregnant by maybe somebody who has the papers so that they are able to secure their stay. Do you know what that exposes you to? You don't know the people that you're sleeping with. Are you going to be asking all these people to get like a test? Especially we are talking about HIV, and we know that that's already a stigma. Not even in Kenya alone. In Kenya, or like in Africa, it's a big stigma, but it's still a stigma, and you're putting yourself at risk by trying to sleep with all these people so that you can maybe get a way to secure your stay. Those are some of the things that you need to factor in, that you will get the pressure from the very people that are in the camp. They will now tell you, this is what you need to do. This is your only way out. Your only way out is to find somebody to marry you so that you get the papers and get out of this situation, or that you may get pregnant. And many people are lucky and they find things working out for them and they get pregnant without necessarily getting themselves into the risk. But you don't know. You just don't know. It's actually a gamble. It's a gamble. It's a gamble. You don't know whether you will win. You don't know how you will come out of the situation on the other side. Now, my own personal reason, because some people will say, oh, but you did it and now you are telling people not to. I almost got deported as I'm speaking to you. That's why after I got that information that I was supposed to be deported, I never, from that day, I stopped telling anyone that comes to me on Instagram. I stopped telling them that, oh, it's okay, you can. It is not okay. Remember, I've been working for I don't know how long. I've been working for 2 years. I've been working for 2 years now. And still, I was on that list of getting deported. Why? What am I still doing in jail? They don't care that I'm working. They don't care that I'm paying taxes. They don't care that I've learned the language. I have B1. They don't care. All they know is that I did not, my interview, or rather my application was rejected. I got a negative decision and I need to leave the country. How did that even happen? So like, you remember at some point I told you guys that, oh, I'm doing like driving. I'm doing like I'm taking driving courses, and I took the driving courses to around maybe 22 hours. I had like maybe a total of 22 hours or maybe 22 lessons. There were really quite many. I don't know, maybe 22 lessons or 22 hours. No, it was definitely more than 22 hours, maybe 22 lessons that I took. And then it became an issue because I am not even registered in the city that I live in. I'm not registered here. I'm registered in another city, way there, somewhere in Berlin. So that means that every time that my ID is about to expire, I need to travel to that other city that is very far from here. Like, let's say with the fastest train, I still have to go 4.5 hours just to renew my ID. And it's a gamble. You don't know whether you will go and they will renew it or not. Okay, but in any case, by the grace of God, I got a good immigration office, foreign immigration office, that they have just been renewing my document. But now the thing is, when I was doing the driving, when I went to register for I wanted to register for now the driving test, I was told, oh, you cannot register for the driving test in this city because you're registered in another city. Then that became a challenge. And by then I had applied from that other city to allow me to move to this city. And my original city had no issue with it, as long as the receiving city accepts. And then it seemed like things were working out, and this receiving city, the city that I now lived in, asked for, you know, like my rental contract. They asked for my work permit. They asked for the proof from my employer that I'm gonna be absorbed, like after 6 months I'm gonna get like a permanent contract, that my contract is permanent. They asked for my B1 language certificate. They asked for so many documents, all of which I provided. They even asked for my passport. Remember, when you go to, most people, when they go to apply for asylum, the stories usually they say my passport got lost. My passport got lost. So that was also my case. My passport got lost. But now when I was asked for the passport, I thought, oh, finally things are, you know, turning up. I took the passport from wherever it got lost from. Somehow it was found, and I personally sent my passport to them, to Berlin, where they would now assemble all the documents and then send it to the city that I live in for them to now accept to change my they call it my Wohnsitz, my residential address. I waited, and before then we were in very good communication with the with the host city, the city that I live in. We've been very good communication, and maybe I would email them and they would answer. They would say, oh, we already sent an email to the other side and we asked for this and these documents. And then suddenly, after providing all the documents, if I ask them, oh, what is the way forward, they say, ask your host city, like ask you the city where you're registered. I'm like, what is going on? Why are they not just being straight with me and telling me this is the situation and that? So they're not telling me why. They just say, if you need to know the status of your application, ask the host city, and then your residential city. And then when I send an email to the other side, they say, we already provided them with all the documents that they required. We don't know. You know what? I stopped pushing. I said, you know what? Nobody is denying me air to breathe. They have not stopped me from working. Nobody is coming to my door to threaten me. Let me stop pushing this thing. Is it driving that is going to run me mad? Let me leave it alone. I stopped my driving classes. I discontinued my driving classes. I had already spent maybe even almost 1,500 euros on driving. I said, it is never that serious. Let me stop. Once I have all my act together, then I will resume the driving. So I stopped, and I stopped following up. I stopped completely. Then come this year, because the most disturbing thing was that every 3 months I have to renew my my ID, my stay permit. Every 3 months. It's just tiring. Before you know it, 3 months is gone. I have to travel to Berlin, and traveling to Berlin is not the easiest thing. I don't live there anymore. I always have to go and live, like maybe find accommodation at a friend's place, or maybe just stay at a hotel and all that. It's just been really challenging. But anyway, that's not the issue. Just always making sure that before it runs out, my stay permit runs out, then I renew on time. So when I went to renew my permit in January, before that I was asked, I was told, you said that you live with a German. We need the identification documents of this person. Because then we can put it in your file that you have relatives in Germany. So the good thing with my guy, he's also like, in every way that he can support, he does. So he gave me, he sent me a copy of his ID, and even on top of that sent me a copy of his passport that I forwarded to the immigration office. and then they just chilled. That was before I went to renew my house pass. And then they told me, then they wrote an email to me and said, after I now provided those documents, they wrote me an email and said, you need to withdraw your application for moving to Duisburg. Duisburg is where I live. You need, because I made an official request that I needed to move from Berlin to Duisburg. Then they told me, you need to withdraw your application from that you wanted to move to Duisburg. Cancel it. It's free of charge. Cancel it. And most of the time when I need to reply them, I usually ask Mark to write, because then he knows how to play with the words. And he wrote the withdrawal notice. He said, I need to withdraw my application that I made on this and this date, requesting to move my Wohnsitz from Berlin to Duisburg. But if I may ask, is there any reason why you're advising me to withdraw this application? They couldn't even answer me on the email. And they told me, we will tell you when you come to renew your document. By then, I had requested to be given back my passport and my birth certificate. And I remember when I asked for these documents, they refused. They said, well, if you need to do anything with these documents, whichever office you need to use these documents at, ask them to directly contact us, and then we will provide the documents if need be. So they are not giving me back my passport. Hey, my friends, if you are asked for your passport, be wise. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying be wise. If you're asked to provide your passport, be wise. By then, I have provided my birth certificate. I have provided my passport. I had already provided during the time that I was applying for asylum. I had provided my national ID, Kenyan national ID. They have every single document that they need for me to just arrive. And by the time I arrive, they have already booked a one-way ticket for me to Kenya. And they just put me on that plane and they go, what else do they need? I have a passport. I have a passport, ID, I have birth certificate. They have every single document to deport me. And I have no idea. No idea, just walking. My God, I was traumatized. So when I went there, and I was told that I should need to bring this document handwritten, this document to withdraw to withdraw my application to move to Duisburg. So I get there, and it was not a trick. These people are really like nice. So it was not a trick. It's not like they wanted me to get there and then they catch me unawares. No, but it could have happened. But the thing that saved me is because I cooperated and I provided my my guys' documents. I provided it to them. When they asked, I just support, I provided. And the thing is, it was consistent all the time. It was consistent with the documents that I provided before, like the contract, the what do you see? The Vertrag, the contract, the apartment contract, his name was there. So it was sort of consistent. They assessed all these things and they said, okay, fine. So they put his documents in the file that he's my relative, because we've been living together from the time that I actually moved out of the camp and I moved to Düsseldorf. And the thing is, in Germany, they recognize, they recognize like this when people are living together, in a civil partnership or something like that, they recognize it. Not official in a way that they are not gonna give you documents based on that, but they acknowledge that there are some couples that may be living together and not yet married or not married at all. So maybe based on that, in any case, but that is what saved me. So when I went and I was given back my passport, I requested for my passport and they gave it back to me because I made proof of the reason why I was requesting for these documents. And First of all, they had refused. Remember, they had refused to give me those documents. And then they asked me, provide the documents for this guy. Once I provided the documents for this guy, and they saw that, okay, he was German and blah, 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 suddenly things changed. Suddenly they said, okay, you can come for your documents. You understand what I'm saying? And I asked this lady, oh, by the way, you had said that you will tell me why you had requested me to withdraw my application from this book. She even had to close the door, and she said, you know, this book, after assessing your application and seeing that your whatever had already been rejected, they made an appeal for you to be deported. I was so confused. They said, we got instruction that you need to be deported. You are not supposed to be in this country anymore. And the only reason why we have not deported you is because you actually are related to a German, like, you know, in that, like, you're in a committed relationship. You're in a committed relationship with a German citizen, and that's the reason why we have not deported you today. I did not even know what to say. I did not know whether I should start trembling or whether I should, no, but I just said in my heart, God, thank you. So now, and I'm not saying that now, since this was my situation, that now you, when you decide to come and go and seek asylum, and now you find a German, that the same rules will apply. I'm telling you, things change here in Germany every day, every single day. And maybe at that point you will be asked to provide a marriage certificate, or to provide proof that you have actually registered your marriage, and or registered, or you're planning to get married, and there is proof. Maybe only at that point you might be allowed to stay. I don't know, but I'm just telling you, it became really, 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 and I was so confused. Like, my goodness, I thought that, oh, I'm safe because I am working, or I'm safe because I don't get myself into any problems, I'm paying taxes, I'm not receiving any money from the government. But all those things were not actually giving me the safety to continue staying in this country. So now, again, if you decide to go and seek asylum, it is your own risk. I was so close to getting deported, and there was nothing that was gonna stop them. They just needed for me. They even know where I'm staying. So it's either they could have come with my documents and collected me, or waited for me to go there. It has happened to some people. The day you go to renew your documents is the day they put you on a vehicle and take you back to your country. So that is my experience, and that is why I would not advise anyone at this point, because people are actually now getting deported without interview. They don't waste their time anymore to interview people. Just by your application itself, they see that you are joking. They have had the same story all over again. Oh, LGBTQ, I don't know, LGBT, blah, 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 blah. All these stories they know. And they will not even give you the chance for an interview unless your case is really genuine. And you can, if your case is genuine, then you'll confidently get a lawyer and appeal. But if it is not, you're wasting your time, you'll be deported. So if you want to waste your time and get like that ugly stamp on your passport that you got deported, then go ahead and do it. Otherwise, find a better way to come to Germany. Maybe save up, come as a student, or try to find that person. If you're lucky, some people it works well for them with online dating, and the guy maybe goes to their country, they get married, then they come to Germany, and they're lucky that things turn out well for them. People's lucks are different, but you just don't know yours. But try your best to find any other way to come to Germany apart from the thought of coming to seek asylum. If you want to come to Germany and visit and go back, it's okay. But coming to seek asylum in Germany is a no. Please don't. You'll be deported. And you will come back and say, oh, I was deported. And I will tell you, yes, I told you. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you in another video. Bye.